Have you ever wondered why and how Lil Pump, Blueface, and some of these other artists out of nowhere blow up and become viral stars so quickly? Well, the industry executives try and keep it secret, but in this video, I'm going to teach you the pump plan that has time and time again transformed local rappers into viral sensations. And if that sounds good, make sure to stick around, might as well subscribe, and feel free to skip around because we're gonna be going super fast in this video. Also, by the way, this is just one part of a series of marketing strategies that well-known rappers have used in the past to blow up so that you guys can use them or mix and match them to fit your own persona and brand. What is good, Cloudy people? Welcome back to the channel where we go over rapper marketing, rap vlogs, funny rap analysis, and sometimes some skits. As I mentioned earlier, we're gonna go over the pump plan, but first I wanna let you know how I'm gonna organize the video. Firstly, we're gonna go over a brief introduction of the pump plan and how it was created and who created it specifically. And then afterwards, we'll go step by step into the program, and there's multiple, so stick around.
Okay.
To start the brief introduction, this whole pump plan was introduced into the public by a Vulture article. You can check out their article in the description if you wanna get a more detailed synopsis of the interview from Pump's managers, who were actually the creators of this plan. As I mentioned, Lil Pump had two managers who used him as a case study on how to make a local rapper into a viral star really quickly. The first and most well-known manager of this duo is Rojas, who you may also know from an XXXTentacion song, Look at Me, which is actually his biggest song, I believe. It was definitely his first viral hit that put XXXTentacion on the map while he was still in jail. Rojas co-produced this song with Jimmy Duvall, and the song is actually housed on Rojas's SoundCloud. That one picture with the joint up the little kid's nose is Rojas's profile. And the general premise of the pump plan specifically is to upload a song to SoundCloud and or YouTube, turn the artist into a meme, and then build attention on social media. They didn't mention this, but afterwards I would assume that they wanted to convert this social media presence into music streams, which is where they can monetize all this attention. The pump plan is a 10-step program using a set of proven marketing tricks. However, today we are only going to go over 5 of these marketing tricks and steps because Rojas and the other manager did not detail the other 5 steps of this 10-part program, but I can only assume that it has to do with the actual branding of the artist, like Lil Pump's hair and the staged social media of them doing antics online and things like that. I can only imagine Lil Pump did these things knowing that it would get attention. Okay, the first step of the pump plan is social media influencer campaigns, which can pretty much cover 2 or 3 of the other steps because social media influencer campaigns is a really broad category that can take over others. But for the sake of the video, we'll get really specific with it. The general idea of the social media influencer campaigns is to pay or get a group of large influencer accounts on various social medias. That means Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, whatever social media, even Facebook if people still use that back in the day, to post about a certain artist, whether that be just them listening to it in the background or maybe even some funny things that they do online in the background of a skit. An influencer really has no defined count of followers. However, all it really means is that this person has influence over a group of individuals. An influencer can be as small as 1,000 followers or even lower if they have a strong influence over their following. So you might be one yourself right now. And obviously this video is to help you guys. So I assume that not everyone has the budget to pay a large group of social media influencers. So what you would do as a smaller artist is find a group of micro influencers that you just DM on Instagram or Twitter, pay them all like $10 to $50 or so each so you can actually afford them. And these influencers might have 10 to 50K followers and essentially do the same thing that Lil Pump and his managers would do with posting his social media content. And as you make more money or build up more capital and build a bigger following, you can scale up into bigger and bigger micro influencers until you are at Lil Pump's level. But the whole premise of this is to post on a group of social media influencers within the same niche. And this is so the fans of these social media influencers have the highest conversion rate onto your profile. And this works because social media influencers have cultural validation. So it's kind of like social proof. If they're giving you a cosign, it's much easier for one of their fans to get influenced by them to follow you. I actually have a video on social proof if you want to go check that out in the top right corner. But basically, if someone else likes your content or likes you as a person, it makes someone else more inclined to like you as well because there is obviously something that they like about you. They don't have to know that you paid them to make this promotion, but that's the general concept. The second step of the 5-step program that I'm going over in this video is memeing the artist or memeing yourself, which is synonymous with creating viral content. It does not have to be the cliche form of memeable content like a picture with text above it or even text in it at all as a video. However, these kind of things work because it makes it more relatable. The whole point of this part of the plan is to market to people without being too intrusive. People don't realize that you're actually promoting your own music. They just think that it's funny content or good content in general because it's just a meme. Most of the time there'll be no link or tag of your account. It's really just your music standing alone with the meme. They really have to like your song to go reach out to you. But if you get these people to reach out to your profile for your music, it is a very strong connection. Memes come in all shapes and sizes. They can be videos, pictures. However, videos have been proven to be more engaging to audiences in general. That's why a lot of content and social media apps are moving towards video content and longer form content because it keeps people on their apps longer. When you scroll through a video on Instagram, you will probably be on that video for at least like 10 seconds, whereas if you're at a picture, you scroll by it in 2 seconds. And the good thing about memes is that it's very similar to social media influencers, whereas you post your meme or you pay other repost channels or accounts to post your meme, and it increases the chances of this getting shared. Because memes are a very neutral form of content, meaning it doesn't necessarily promote any one person, it has a high likelihood of someone reposting it, whereas if it's a social media influencer or even you, nobody really cares.
Sorry to break it to you.
And if you get it on a large enough meme page, it can actually be sourced by another meme page and reposted. And by this I mean a lot of meme pages follow other meme pages to find good content, because if it was posted by one meme page, then it's very likely good enough to post on your meme page. That's what I do for my Cloudy Skies news.
Link in the description, you can check it out.
In fact, you could post your meme on Instagram or Twitter or get a large account to post it on Instagram or Twitter, and by nighttime it could actually blow up out of proportion. Corey from Brandman Sean's network actually made a great point when he said that memes move way faster than songs. And by this, in my opinion, he meant something similar to what I was saying with memes are much more relatable content and a neutral form of content that people aren't necessarily promoting one person or brand, so it's much easier to share. Also, usually memes invoke some sort of emotion or laughter, which in human nature makes you want to share it. Number 3, Musical.ly placement. But by the time of this video, when I'm recording, Musical.ly is actually not in existence. It was purchased by TikTok, which is pretty much the same thing. Actually, it's way bigger. It has over 1 billion monthly users at this moment in July 2019. And this kind of falls under the social media influencer campaigns. However, I want to get more specific into this because it is a very different platform and influential platform. For one, the algorithm is optimal for going viral. It can pretty much smell out good content, put it on the For You page, which is essentially the Explore page on Instagram, but you actually don't need a big following to get onto the For You page like you do with Instagram. Additionally, TikTok has the most engaging audience. It's mostly composed of Gen Z, which is like the youngest generation right now, of like 12 to 18 years old, who are super social media savvy and tech savvy, and they actually average 9 minutes on the platform each session. So every time they open the app, they're watching videos for 9 minutes. So that really increases your chances of being seen by new people. Additionally, there's way less competition because what other rappers do you know that are on TikTok? It's essentially just another style of meme content where people can share the videos. The culture behind TikTok is that many of the videos are based off of sounds or songs. This is actually how Old Town Road blew up. There's a meme behind it on TikTok. People use a certain sound or song to create a meme on TikTok, and then other people try and recreate it or make their own little take on this meme. So again, it is one of the best platforms to use for your social media campaigns. Number 4, world star placement, but we can actually compare this to channel placement in general on YouTube. The ideology behind this step in the program is to promote your music videos preferably, or even just your audio with your cover art on large YouTube channels or micro influencer YouTube channels, as we talked about before, and consecutively accumulate your music videos and songs on these channels to penetrate a certain audience that's always watching these YouTube channels. The more you are posted on a YouTube channel, the more familiar the fans of this channel channel become of your name and actually increases the likelihood of them clicking on your song every single time. The average person, due to the noise and massive amount of promotion and ads that consumers are inundated with every single day, it takes an average of 10 promotions to actually get through to the consumer. So the 10th time that you make that promotion, the person will actually notice it. The trick to this step is very similar to the social media campaigns, where you want to get posted on these YouTube channels at least 10 times on these smaller YouTube channels to become more familiar to the fans of this YouTube channel and that specific genre that you're targeting, and slowly build up to larger channels, or even just creating a huge network of YouTube channels that post your songs and music videos. And lastly, and probably the least important step for smaller artists, is controversy projects, which in definition created by Rojas and the other manager is planting feuds between artists and igniting drama to stoke controversy and online attention. Lil Pump's manager actually claimed that labels offer these fake beefs when they sign deals. They offer it as a benefit because it has been proven to work. Look at Trippie Redd and 6ix9ine. They were signed to the same label and they were beefing, even though they probably ran into each other a lot. However, they kept the beef going for over a year, it seemed like, even though they were friends at one point. And Trippie Redd was actually the reason 6ix9ine got signed to the label. Additionally, Lil Pump, for example, when Harvard Dropout came out, or was about to come out, he and Smokepurpp had a fake beef that was super obvious. I actually made a video on that a long time ago. You don't even need to watch that. Just know that fake beef and controversy does the same thing as invoking emotion in human psychology, where it just creates some sort of attention. That's why tabloids and magazines always try and make up a story that's super dramatic. I would not necessarily recommend spewing some random beef with another artist until you get a bit bigger, because people might think it's super corny if you are a smaller artist, or just not even care. But when you do get to this point, make sure you do it with an artist that's around the same clout level, maybe a little bit higher, so that you don't get completely drowned out by their fan base. Also, know when to pick your battles, meaning pick someone who you know you have actual dirt on, and make sure to prepare if they respond, so that you have other levels of dirt on them, so that when they respond, you can respond back. And that is the 5 steps of the pump plan out of the 10. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, this is just one part of the series of various marketing strategies that past artists have used, and in the end, I'm actually going to go over a combined strategy that uses all of the best parts of these plans, so that you guys can really kickstart your marketing strategy at a low cost budget. If you liked the video, make sure to like it, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Peace out, cloudy people.
You know what I'm saying?